Hello again, YouTube, and welcome back to Sakura Succubus 9. My name is MS Punker1, and last video we went out on a walk after breakfast. Yeah, nothing else to do probably. And as we were going, we heard a scream and discovered that it was a woman who had slipped on the ice since it's March apparently. And she seemed a bit familiar, so I think that she is the other idol that IU is supposed to have a collab with. But yes, I have to see. After running into Chizuru, the two of us go on a date of sorts. We meander along aimlessly through Astoria streets, then towards the riverbank. Since it's so cold, parts of the river have frozen over. And we, and we exhale our breaths escape from us, our lips in puffs of white which linger in the air before disappearing. We see a few swan boats out on the river. The heads and bodies painted a smooth, sleek white. But they are out of commission. Why are they out on the lake if they are out of commission? I guess it makes sense that they wouldn't be working, given the weather. But that's still a bit of a bummer. Really now? I look at Chizuru curiously, taking in her made-up face and her neatly styled hair, and frown. That seems like a pretty humble dream. Especially coming from a woman like Chizuru, who I'm just guessing here, must come from a pretty wealthy family. You say that, but you have a sinister smirk on your face. Do none of the guys at your school want to help you fulfill your humble dream? Now that's another interesting bit of info. Wonder what it means. No idea what wallflower means here, but yeah. her contract, so even in high school she was doing something special. Yeah, her contract? What is she talking about? Trying to piece things together when Chizuru talking you, her voice heavy with regret. By the way, is it the castle up behind her? If you look at to the right of her head. Is that the castle? Or palace? Are you sure? It's pretty chilly out here. Chizuru smiles when his sides are up even closer to me. Is she trying something? She presses her chest, which is rather large, against my arm. It says in a soft voice. Well, thank you. I'm glad I can be of service, my lady. If you have any further need of a portable heater, look no further. I'll be more than happy to volunteer myself up for a job. I'm feeling she's up to something. Chizuru squeezes my arm with a little more strength as she giggles. Her laughter is light and litting and hangs in the icy air about me like a bird song. Even Chizuru's laughter sounds elegant. There's something graceful about her, despite her chest being pressed up against my arm. The teasing personality coupled with her matured demeanor makes it a little hard to get rid of her. There is one thing at least that I'm certain of. I think that Chizuru is very charming. I'm glad that I met her. Her body heat might be warming her up, but her company is doing much the same to me. The air is still icy and unforgiving, but it feels like I'm being suited. It's hard not to relax in Chizuru's company. I'm so suspicious of her. Some things doesn't really make sense here. Chizuru and I meandered about Rosenberg's streets for a while. Her arm looped through mine. Chizuru guided me to a fancy cafe, not the one where I sampled those delicious sweets with Marina and Hazel, where we both ordered cake and tea. Chizuru has a slice of strawberry cheesecake, which seems very fitting for her. And I opt for something a little less extravagant. I'm not a big fan of sweets in general, so a single piece of banana bread is enough for me. We while away a couple of hours in the cafe, chatting with one another and sipping our drinks as patrons meander about around us. I drink 3 cups of green tea during our conversation, while Chizuru has hazelnut latte. Once we satisfied our appetites for the present, we then resume our wandering. Chizuru seems to be rather well acquainted with the area, and she takes me to a few spots of particular interest. We go to a park with several interesting statues, all of them depicting military men from a storied past. I take several photos while Chizuru explains some of his history behind these monuments. She takes me to an ornamental garden tucked away in the park, which has clearly seen better days. Since it's so chilly, the flower beds are looking pretty empty. There's not much in the way of flowers to look at. Though there is an ornamental pond that it's rather pretty. The plan was to toss a couple of coins into the pond and make a wish, and continue our wandering. Chizuru takes me to a few shops where she pauses to examine scents in bottles and brand new scales, and once she had her fill of shopping, we visited an aquarium. We go to the aquarium together at Chizuru's effusive recommendation. Entrance fee is a little steep, but Chizuru offers to pay it. I try to argue the point because of course I do. It doesn't seem very manly letting a woman pay for everything, but Chizuru politely declines. Chizuru smiles deviously. Don't I have to be back at the castle for dinner? Chizuru eventually wears me down, and I agree to let her foot the bill for our aquarium date. Not that it is a real date, I suppose. I mean, we're still strangers. I hardly know Chizuru, but I'm having fun spending time with her. The day passes by in a blur, and before I know it, the two of us are having dinner together. Chizuru takes us to a fancy place. It's an elaboratory decorated restaurant which has a menu written not in German, which is Astoria's main language, or English. This is its second, but in French. Why French, though? French restaurant? Asturia's much closer to Germany and Austria. I didn't think many French people live here either. I don't think many French people live here. But I guess French is synonymous with fine dining all across the world. No, that's true. I have some trouble with the menu, but Chizuru is able to translate me handily. For me handily. I wonder whether she's actually a fluent French speaker. It's either that or she's been here often enough that she has the menu memorized. Something which wouldn't be too unreasonable. He seems to know Astoria very well. They have an enjoyable meal together, which is solid somewhat by how self-conscious I feel. It is very upmarket restaurant. More so than the palace I usually go to eat, or places I usually go to eat. It looks like a sort of a place which should have a dress code. In fact, I think it probably does have a dress code. All of the other men who are seated about the circular tables are wearing suits. I feel distinctly underdressed in my plain shirt and my demean pants. But how was I to know I'll find myself somewhere so luxurious? If I'd known I'd wind up coming here, I would have made sure to dress for the occasion. I don't fail to notice how the waitresses sniff at me when they present us with our champagne. They seem particularly perturbed by my hair, which is messy, and by my beaten up old sneakers. I'm surprised I was even let into this place, since the atmosphere is so glamorous. Must have got in because of Chizuru. I guess she's pretty influential. This makes me suspect more strongly than ever before that she's a celeb. But though Chizuru talked to me quite a lot throughout the course of the day, she's not said very much about herself. Nothing concrete, at least. All I've been able to glean is that she's Japanese. She's only just turned 40, and she's rather wealthy. What she does for a living, however, remains a mystery. Maybe she doesn't do anything for a living. Could she be a socialite? Why not explain how she seems to know so much about other countries? If nothing else, I can tell that she travels a lot. In any case, the two of us have a rather enjoyable time at dinner. The dirty glasses the restaurant staff keep the dirty glass rather than glasses and glass. The restaurant staff keep shooting me notwithstanding. Chizuru handles most of the chic... not in French probably. Though I do pay for one of the bottles of champagne, like I said I would. Check or something, so the payments. It's incredibly pricey, but I can just about cover it. My income as a photographer isn't the best, but I'm not completely destitute. When our food consumed, Chizuru suggests that we take our leave. Wouldn't it be with our food consumed? Again with that smirk. I don't really trust her. It's fine. It's not an imposition at all. Of course, I was actually going to suggest walking you back myself. It would be bad manners to simply leave you, especially when you're bankrolled for most of the day, paid for most of the day. If nothing else, I want to ensure you that you get back safely. Me too. You livened up what would otherwise have been quite a lonely day. Now, I proffer she's through my arm. You need any help? A red-faced Chizuru slides up to me, just like she did earlier, and twines her arm through my own. When pressing her chest against my upper arm, she says, most certainly shall, my lady. I bow my head in as assent, playing along with Chizuru's old-fashioned manner of speaking, without batting an eyelid. I'm used to playing in different roles. It's part and parcel of being such a popular guy, with so many different women vying for my attention. Now, would you mind giving me some directions? I'm afraid I don't know where your hotel is. You haven't forgotten, have you? Chizuru gives me a few directions and I follow them obediently. If Chizuru is still clinging to me, the two of us eventually make it to her hotel. And what the hotel it is. I thought she'd be staying somewhere grand after we went to such a fancy restaurant, but this is even more luxurious than I was expecting. It is of the castle, right? The hotel is one of the biggest buildings in the area, and it looks to be one of the oldest too. Its exterior is made of stone, and there's a coat of arms engraved onto the wall above the large entrance hall. This place doesn't look like an ordinary hotel. It looks more like a castle. All it's missing is a moat and some cannons. I stand outside the hotel, if it can be called that, for a few moments, slack yard. But Chizuru's sing-song voice brings me back to my senses. I blink when offer Chizuru a bashful smile. Oh yes, sorry, I must have been spacing out for a few moments. Let's get you indoors, shall we? Don't kidnap me. We did do quite a bit of walking, didn't we? Well, not to worry. I can get you inside soon enough. Several stone steps which lead to the hotel's opulent entrance. Chizuru is still clinging to me like a grain of sticky rice. When I enter the lobby, which is every bit as grand, if not grander than its exterior, Chizuru directs me to her bedroom and I obey her instructions. The hallway is our plushy carpet, and our footsteps make no sound as we walk to Chizuru's chambers. She then directs me to her pocket, where she asks me to extract her room key. Apparently she's so wary, even trying to open the door is more effort than she can exert. I insert the key into the lock and push down onto the door. Then I usher Chizuru inside. She breathes a sigh of relief once she steps indoors and smiles. Oh, it's fine. Don't mention it. I'm trying to maintain my gentlemanly dignity, but Chizuru is standing awfully close to me. Perhaps a bit too close. Her chest, which is sizable, is pushed up against my arm. Yeah, you can let me go now. We are at your room. And I probably need to get back to my own hotel, aka castle. It feels kind of... She sure is making herself comfortable. I glance about the hotel room for want of anywhere else to look. It's better than gaping at Chizuru's chest and take a look at the digital alarm clock on the bedside table. It says plain as day that it's already 2030. It's kind of late. I bet the others will be wondering where I am. Hey Chizuru, it's getting on. I think I should head back now, if you don't mind. I don't want to make my my travel companions worry. Well, it's not like I can just call Ayu and company, my harem, not in front of Chizuru. That would invite all sorts of questions. And it would feel a bit shameless to boot. Yeah, probably. What sort of guy openly states that he has a harem, anyway? This isn't the 1001 nights, and I'm not an Arabian prince. I'm just Hiroki, an average Japanese dude who works as a photographer. Fortunately for me, however, Chizuru doesn't seem to notice the slip of my tongue. She drank so much I don't think she's in the right frame of mind to notice much of anything. She glances distractingly at the alarm clock and gasps. It's really no bother. I enjoyed my time spent with you. In fact, I think I enjoyed it a little too much. It's because you had such a good company that I stayed out so late. Chizuru giggles when nudges me in the side. Giggling, Chizuru steps away from me, then reaches for her clothes. Hey, Chizuru. I called to her, but my words fall on deaf ears. Chizuru slips out of her clothes, leaving them pooled on the floor. Then she sits down upon the bed. I'm guessing in the real version of the uncensored version she has less on. Large expanse of her milky white skin has been exposed to my roving eyes, so much so I start to fluster. I'm used to seeing a woman in various states of undress, even very pretty women, but Chizuru's actions were sudden and unexpected, enough to take me by surprise. Why did she just take all of her clothes off? She isn't trying to seduce me, is she? I think she is. You should probably get going now, Hiroki. If so, she doesn't need to go to extremes like this. I only thought she was pretty. But she's even prettier without all of those clothes in the way. I trace the lines of her body with my eyes, as if compelled by some greater force. I feel a little guilty for my lecherous ways, but I can't help myself. It's hard not to stare, not when she's so dicingly good looking. I knew that Chizuru was big, but she's even bigger than I thought she was. Lacy cups of her bras straining to contain her chest. They're jiggling pretty hypnotically too. I can't tear my eyes away. The more things that happen here right now, the more I suspect her of trying something. Chizuru? Crap. This could be bad. If this keeps up, all the blood is going to start running into my head. And to my second head too. I'm not sure where to look. How about the door so you can get out of here? Not sure what to do. Get out of there? I stand there, feeling more and more out of my depth as the moments elapse. Is Chizuru going to ask me to give her a goodnight kiss? A goodnight hug? Will she demand something more? This might be presumptuous of me, but a lot of pretty women have made moves on me. At this point I've almost begun to suspect it. I wouldn't be surprised. Chizuru says my name softly, her voice sultry. She looks at me with half-lidded eyes, her lips curved into a sensuous smile. 1 second passes. 2. Chizuru exhales, her glossy lips pursed. Then after a pause she says, and she fell asleep. Chizuru's body leans to one side. Her eyelids fall shut. Then she falls fast asleep. Wait, what? I look at Chizuru blankly, my brow furrowed. I was sure our earlier conversation was going to be a prelude for something so saucy, especially when she started sliding out of her clothes. But maybe I was expecting too much, maybe even hoping. Chizuru isn't trying to seduce me. I'm not sure if she ever was. I might gotten her intentions, if indeed she had any intentions, all wrong. She's lying on her side on the bed, her fingers curled and her feet arched. The silky hair is scattered across her cheek and across the pillow, and her eyes are closed. Her long lashes pressed together like feathers. Her rose-pink lips are slightly pursed, and breath escapes her at regular intervals. She must have fallen fast asleep. Is that because she drank too much at the restaurant? Starting to wonder whatever she wasn't readying herself for bed earlier when she started taking off her clothes. Perhaps she simply forgot I was here. Maybe she's resort to loses her inhibitions after getting tipsy. I'm not sure what the case is exactly, but she's lost in the world of dreams, and she looks awfully unguarded alongside it. She isn't wearing very much. I can see the soft skin of her belly, the pale pink of her thighs. If I wanted, I could easily take advantage of this situation. Not what I would, of course. Chizuru called me a gentleman, though I think she was exaggerating. There's nothing particularly special about me. I'm an average guy, in most respects. But I'm not a complete brute. Only real a-hole would try to feel up a woman who's fast asleep. I will never stoop that low. I'm a little upset at myself actually for even considering it. It's all not to entertain their thoughts when Chizuru is so pretty. But no, enough. Chizuru trusted me enough to go out with me. And she trusted me enough to go drinking with me. She trusted me enough to invite me back to a hotel room, and enough to fall asleep in my company. I'm not going to break her trust. I don't want to do anything to hurt her. I'll leave her be. But before I do, you should be more careful, you know. I approach the bedside, smiling gently at the sleeping Chizuru. You catch a cold if you fall asleep like that. It's very chilly here, and you aren't wearing very much. Let me. I take hold of the sheets, then ease them gently from beneath Chizuru. I'm being as delicate as I can, not wanting to wake her. It would seem a shame when she looks so peaceful. Chizuru stares, her lips pursing. She doesn't open her eyes. She's still down for the count. Man, really must be the deep sleeper, huh? It's good thing I'm here to take care of you. For a mature woman, you're kind of scatterbrained. Here we go. I pull the sheets up above her, efficiently tucking her in as a parent might. Then I run my fingers through her loose traces and smile. Sweet dreams, Chizuru. I don't know if I ever see you again, but I had a good time with you, even if the night didn't go quite as I thought it would. It really was a pleasure. And now we're going to get yelled at. Later that night. Actually, I saw the time now of the video or checked the time, so I think this is actually a good place to end this video at for now. And we will see what the girls say when we get back to the castle in the next video. So, hope you liked this one, and if you did, so leave a like to it as usual, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye.